Hey guys, thank you for joining us for Take Action Training. Today is March 16th if you are catching this on replay. And if you're catching us live, today we are talking about Facebook pages. I'm Julie.
And I'm Jess.
And we are apparently J squared. So
we have been
joined us and we've decided that we like it. So
we have officially taken on that persona. All right. So as always, we have made a resource for you. And I'm going to drop that here in the chat for those who are here live with us. And if you are watching this in our online portal, then you can download it right over in the download section as well.
Exactly.
Yay, Sandra can hear us now.
Oh, yay. That is awesome. All right. So I took the poll down so hopefully everyone can hear well. We are recording now. So let's see.
Country scents and candles.
We have a lot of people in a lot of different niches. So we'd love to hear what niche you're in. So anybody that hasn't dropped your niche, let us know. All right, so today's topic is optimizing your Facebook page. And this is the last major section of our Facebook, or Jessica's Facebook focus.
Yep, so after this week, Facebook, we might be moving on from Facebook onto something else. But basically back in February, was it February? It's been a few weeks. Mm-hmm. We introduced this Facebook focus pyramid where if you're starting at the very beginning and you are super overwhelmed, like I was when I started my business, it can kind of help to step back and kind of get some perspective on where you can put your time. So if you only have an hour, where to put that. And if you aren't familiar with that training, you can go back and watch some of the replays at sociallyinclined.com/take action. But basically what we did was we broke it down as groups being the most important. And we had a whole training on that. And why, long story short, is your group is where you turn those cold leads into warm, happy people who just cannot wait for you to share that next piece of content. And they cannot wait to buy from you. Next, because everything you do on your personal Facebook profile or everything you do on Facebook points back to that personal profile, regardless of how private you try to be. And Julie shared her story about how she tried to keep her profile separate from her business and it just wasn't possible. So now she's given in and things run a lot more smoothly there. And then we did a fun training one of these Tuesdays on stories and how to get them to mix into how to make them part of your marketing mix and have fun with those. And it's a really great opportunity to kind of give people the real side of you and not just the staged side of you. And then we circled back last week and we talked about how to use other people's Facebook groups to build your presence and to grow your own group, which is a really awesome strategy. And it's also, unlike the way most people think about it, it's a really great win-win for everyone involved. It's not like you're poaching other people's members. You're just adding value and people are finding you just from the value that you're adding. And then finally today, we're going to talk about how to optimize your page so that it does most of the heavy lifting for you. And it takes someone who has an interest in you, or maybe they find you organically through keywords, and tells them exactly what to do next to interact with your brand right there on your Facebook page. So that's what we're going to be covering today.
Exactly. And I put up the little graphic that we had from before just so y'all could see. The other people's groups were not in the main focus, but we covered it in between because it's so important. So again, in the main focus part, we're talking about setting up sort of a Facebook funnel. And most people think that your Facebook page, when we were talking about the focus, it's the focus of your time and where you're posting and where you're spending your time. So Facebook page being the least of all seems so counterintuitive because that's where Facebook wants. You're a business, you're supposed to be using your business page. So yes, that is 100% true. Some of the caveats to that are that your Facebook page, your page reach is just down. You have to really work the engagement part of it to work that out. That's not to say that you can't, but when you're first starting, when you're coming to posting and getting engagement, the other places are where you want to start. So now we've got all that other dialed in, and we're going to talk about the page. One of the main huge parts of this Jessica touched on was SEO, or search engine optimization. To do with this page, people find you in Google, other search like Bing or whatever, but typically they will find you if they're searching for something. Your Facebook has a huge domain authority, so the pages come up in searches. So when that happens, we want you to view your page as a mini website and get it optimized so that when that does happen, or people want to check you out, let's say you've commented in a group, they come to your profile, they find your page, and then they pop on your page to find more about your business. So that's how all of this works and ties together. So you do need to optimize your page. It will definitely be a win in the long run. So, and that's the whole point of Take Action Tuesday or Take Action trainings, or to give good training. That's something that you can do this week and get a win.
For sure. Can I just kind of circle back? Because I said the word funnel and Jen is saying funnel, tell me more. And I would kind of like to speak to this for just a second, because for those of you who have been on and maybe you've interacted with me and Julie a good bit, you know that I am the baby. I started my first business 6 years ago, and Julie's been doing it for decades. But every time Julie would say funnel when we first met, I kind of like just cringed and kind of shut down, like, oh, funnel, that's so scary. That's something that's way beyond where I am right now. But I just want to kind of bring it back and say that a funnel is nothing more than kind of like a direction of cold leads into warm leads that turn into sales. And anyone can make a funnel. And that's something that Julie taught me when we first met, before we were even working together. She taught me how to funnel as a verb. And it really cuts your work in half. So this whole Facebook series that we've done for the last 5 weeks, and again, if this is your first time on Take Action training or your second time, you've missed the first 3 trainings of the funnel. And right now we're doing those replays for $2 a piece. They will not stay there. So I strongly encourage you, if it fits in your budget, to go back and get those replays at the sociallyinclined.com/take action. But this whole 5-week series has been all about creating a funnel on your Facebook to cut your work and your effort in half, and to kind of have things happen for you naturally. Because that's what, when we use this word optimization, which was also a word that was really scary for me the first times Julie was throwing that out there back in 2014. It's nothing more than kind of creating this beautiful funnel where people come in knowing nothing about you. And then all of a sudden they've had this opportunity to learn, because you've optimized your page, you've optimized your profile to where it sends people to your group for you, or it sends people to your lead magnet, and you can capture them on your email list. And all of that is nothing more than a funnel. So when we talk about funnel, Jen, that is what we mean.
Exactly. Basically, you are trying to, instead of just all willy-nilly, you're trying to lead that person to where you want them to go and what you want them to learn about you. So.
Yes, it's strategy, but not the scary kind. You can do this if this is your second day in business or your second year.
Exactly. And it's not as hard as it sounds, as Jessica will attest to, but it sounds like, if it's completely foreign to you, you can go back and learn these strategies. But these are, again, you set them up one time and they're working for you. So social media is meant to be networking and engagement, So setting these things up, and when you're out there, people come back and find you and learn more about you without having to be so in your face push marketing. We always talk about attraction marketing and pull marketing. That is what this is.
Yes. And Savita just gave the most perfect analogy. Creating a funnel is like directing traffic. So I don't know how many people we have on network marketing, and then I'm going to let you go on, Julie, because I know these are supposed to be short, but anyone who's watching this either live or on the replay that are in network marketing, I started in network marketing and I absolutely hated direct messaging. Yet that was the main income building vital behavior we were supposed to do every single day. When you dial in with a funnel, you don't have to do direct marketing, or you don't have to do direct messaging, because what they will see something that interests them on your profile, and then everything is kind of done for them. It's all about directing this traffic on a customer journey that, with just a little intention and the right direction, you've already set up for them.
For sure. And especially when you throw in the helpful value that you're giving places, it just pulls people to you. So, all right. So the nitty gritty of, we've discovered the what and the why. We know it's important because people are wanting to learn more about you. So you want to set it up in a way that will do that. So basically we have a little message: a strategically optimized Facebook page can cut your work in half. Jessica's already said that, because so just want to stress it that, you're going to do this work this week and then basically it's done. You can always go back and refine it later. So,
and that's a conservative estimate. Like, it could probably even cut your work into a quarter if you really got it dialed in. And Kimberly, we're getting to that. We're really about to go into the how, so that you have an exact blueprint plan on what you've got to go do on your page.
Yep. And there's one other thing that I wanted to stress too, and that's about likes. So back in the day, and even still now, people think that you should have as many likes as possible. That is actually incorrect. We talk a lot about engagement, and the reason reach is so low on pages is because when you first started your page, everyone did it. They invited all of their aunts and brothers and sisters and friends down the street and whatever to like their page. And they've done that, but they're not your perfect people. They're not your people that will interact with your content. So, and people did it too because they wanted a vanity. There was a training a long time ago that was like how to get 10,000 fans or followers. And, we even bought into it and did it because that metric was so awesome. Well, if you notice, for most people, you don't even see their like count anymore. Facebook is taking away that vanity metric because the algorithm, the newsfeed is too small to show everything. So the algorithm, basically all the algorithm is, that's another word that scares so many people. All the algorithm is a way to decide what gets shown to whom. And on your Facebook page, reach is so low. So with that being said, you are only looking for your perfect people to like your page. I say we will do a training in the future that talks about how to kick people off that are not your perfect people. We are doing that right now. We've done that on our Instagram as well because of the same reason. If you don't have people engaging in your content, Facebook won't show it. So we kicked our Instagram down from 13,000 to 2,500 or something like that. So same thing on the page. So likes is not as important as engagement. That was a long way to say that, and I'm sorry. So.
Martin, we totally feel your pain. We are fighting with having a whole bunch of people who like our page, but only a very tiny few that actually interact. So, all right, Julie, let's get into the how.
Scroll down. All right. You want to go first? All right. So, or I will. The profile image. Go ahead. The profile image. So we're going to cover, and we're going to try to kind of make these sort of quick. Basically, when people come to your page, you only have a very short time. So you've gotten them there through your funnel or whatever, however they've gotten there. You only have a short time. So you want your profile image to be something that stands out and showcases what you're selling or what you do. So in the case of ours, this hasn't been rebranded because we don't use this that much. So this will be rebranded to be both of us or our logo or some sort of combination of the two. But you'll see, if you are a individual, you can see how I did an image that worked, that showcased me at the time. And then I had the logo in. So when people see that, it draws their eye to it. All right. So basically the message is to use a professional image that represents your brand. Avoid using your logo as your profile image because this is what I always say. People do business with people. So show up and you will see the difference basically. So interact as you as the face of your business. All right. And I have to let Jessica do the next one so I can move my dog away from the door. I hope you cannot hear him.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can kind of hear him, but that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so the profile image, of course, that's important because if you're interacting anywhere on Facebook, they're going to see that in the thumbnail. And as we talked about in the Facebook profile training, that thumbnail, while it's tiny, it's also mighty and mightily important because that's immediately where your branding begins. So, and then the next thing that you'll want to kind of turn your attention to is the story section. Sorry, go ahead.
I need to back up really quick. One point, because we talked about interacting in other people's groups last week. You can join groups as your page. So again, same thought process as people come into your profile, they can come directly to your page because of that. So this thumbnail is quite important when you're interacting as your page as well.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Okay. So, and then the story section, as we mentioned when we talked about stories 2 weeks ago, stories are fun. Oh wait, this is not the stories. This is the actual My Story bio. So this is a little bit different and a little bit more stagnant, but there's still a really great opportunity to start creating that know, like, and trust and really put your personal brand out there. So what you're going to do is write a short version of your story. It's called My Story for a reason. And you're going to kind of personify what your brand is about, why you're in business, you know, maybe even a little backstory that just kind of helps people relate to you. This optimization, as Julie already mentioned in the profile image, it's people do business with people. So the more you can show up as a real, relatable human being, the better and the more connection you're going to make. So this My Story section is a wonderful place for you to put your best image that kind of speaks to your personal brand, and then a short little version of where you started, why you started, what you offer, and then what, most important, right? Because we're funneling here, what a call to action on what you need them to do next, whether that is book a call with you or get into your coaching program or visit your website or your landing page. Because again, at the end of the day, the ideal thing is to somehow pull them off Facebook, whether by capturing their email address or getting their information in some other way, because we discuss it quite often. We can't really imagine a world where social media doesn't exist, but the reality is that at any moment they could decide, that they want to shut down or whatever. And then in that case, if you don't have emails, then you have really no place to keep up with all the work that you've done on social media marketing.
For sure. So I just switched screens. So I just opened this up in an incognito window because I wanted to show you the difference in you viewing and the difference in the client or potential audience looking is a little bit different. So I just wanted to show you basically what your about looks like when someone else is viewing it. So this is what we're talking about is your story, your about. here. And I will switch back to the
Julie, you got to do something with Louie. I'm sorry.
I will be right back. Let me get you shared. You go to the next one.
Cool. All right. So cover image. Once she takes Louie, he's being a little needy today.
He's a little handful. He needs to be the Facebook.
Do you recommend that we join groups as our page, or does it make a difference? It really depends on your personal marketing mix and what you are going to be doing with them, or where you put your focus in. You know, Savita, you've been here through all of them, so it would really be based on where you put your most effort. For me, it's hands down personal profile, because that is where I have built the top part of my funnel, and I have my profile very optimized and refined to lead people through that customer journey. So if you are someone who is more personal and you only want to use your business page, then that answer might be business page for you. But before you do any of that, you want to make sure that, again, it's optimized to lead people through this journey. Having some technical issues over on Julie's side today. You guys bear with us. We are real people. So
Good babies and dogs.
yes, mine is up, so you might hear her in a minute. But your cover image is just like we talked about on your personal profile. Your cover image is a place for magic. Now, the difference between a personal profile and your business page is you also have that wonderful little call to action button that goes under your cover image. So it's not as crucial. You know, when we talked about it in your profile, we talked about actually putting a button in the image to encourage people to click on the image and open up so they could read the description for that cover image, where you led people to the next step. You don't necessarily have to do that here on your page, because that button under the cover image can do that for you. But your cover image, it is worth the time getting in Canva, or as a lot of you know, if you don't have the time, Julie and I provide that as a one-on-one service too. You can promote your website, your group, your offer, or an event that's coming up. Or if that seems like too much work to stay on top of, you can also just use your tagline and kind of create branding there as well. The other thing you can do on a page is a video back there. So if you're one of those people who you love to be on video, or you have kind of captured your personal brand in a short video, they have to be between 20 and 90 seconds. You're welcome to put a video up there, and we've given you the optimal dimensions here as well.
Let me switch back to it.
The button under the cover image, I've already kind of talked about it a little bit. I feel like you're missing out. It's like leaving money on the table if you don't put some thought into the function or the objective of this button, and if you're not utilizing it, because you can have it do pretty much anything if you're creative enough. So decide what the objective of this button is, and it can play in really nicely to what your cover image is saying, and set it. So, and Julie's already kind of mentioned this, but they've done away with the view as feature, view as a visitor feature for the page. You can still do it for a profile, but copy and paste your Facebook page's URL into an incognito window, and then you'll be able to see exactly what it looks like to a viewer. And that's very, very helpful, because it does look quite different with all that other prompting and stuff that Facebook gives you as a page owner.
Exactly. And that's what I'm showing you here, is the incognito window to see the difference of what people see. So, and just as a visual really quick, this is the button that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit different than a button being inside the image. This button can be anything. You'll see that we have it just send message for ours, but it can be call. So if you're like brick and mortar, it can be a call. It can be a
Can you
link.
show the options? Anita just asked.
Yes, just one second. Before I do that, I want to show you that to get to an incognito window, we have people that aren't sure how to do that. You click the three little dots here, and then new incognito window will pop open a new one. And then that gets rid of your cookies or whatever. So when you're viewing in the incognito, you'll see that don't log in or you'll be seeing it in your view. So keep yourself logged out and then you'll see.
Leslie, yes, it absolutely can go. See, ours is going to the freemium.
Yes. So 1 second. Let me show you on my, I have too many windows open. So, and again, I'm logged in here, but here's an example of when the button is actually in the image. We'll cover that in just a minute. But again, this is on profile, but how this works is design your cover, and then your button here can actually take them to on ours too. You've got it where you have this information here and you can lead yourself off to where the same place that the button could be. So I hope that wasn't too.
Yes, Leslie, you can make these in Canva, and actually you can go to Canva and it's already a preset size. Like they already have it sized out, and they even, whether it's free or pro, they'll even have some templates that you can begin with.
One quick note on that is that keep your text or your image as much as possible in the middle because of the mobile view. The mobile view cuts off the sides.
Yep, and you cannot embed the link you can't embed a link into this photo and it be clickable. So the way we got around it, Julie was just kind of showing it, but it was kind of fast. So this is a personal profile that she's showing right now where there is no button underneath, but we've put a button in the image to encourage clicks. When they click, she's added this wonderful description right here where this cold lead is being led through her designed customer journey, where they are, unbeknownst to them, learning and getting to know, like, and trust Julie. And then, if they're interested in these services, they see that picture and they're like, yes, I want to be a part of her group. They click over and they join her group.
And just for the sake, because profiles basically work the same way, I'm going to show you Jessica's profile just to give you another example of where the button is on the cover. So again, it doesn't matter if it's a page or a profile, this works. And if we click this, you'll see it opens up, and then here's where she's leading and explaining a lot more about herself and letting people get to know her and join our Facebook group or learn about your social plan.
I know. I could probably do without that, but I'm just so stinking proud of that.
Yes, no, it's great. This is a perfect example. So when again, we're funneling people, this is one of the places they will land, especially if you can create it. People naturally will click or want to click if you give them a button. So we give them a button on the image. So now they are learning about Jessica and how she can help them, because people do business with people, not necessarily socially inclined. They do business with J Squared or Jessica or Julie or whatever. So, the more impression you can make on people, even as your page, the better you'll be. And again, I'm showing this is her profile, but it works the same for your page. So like this is ours, and I'll have to show you here. Again, when you click it, there is no button here. So I would suggest changing this to have a button. Again, we're in overhaul mode. But again, it's talking about our freebie here. Okay. One action on the page. So.
All right. So we got a couple questions.
Oh,
Jen. So Jen, yes, clicking on the image and then adding that description, that to me is one of the core parts of creating this beautiful little funnel that does the work for you. Savita, how do you get over the overwhelm of managing your Facebook group as a solopreneur? Savita, let me tell you about your social plan and how it happened, because we were exhausted from trying to keep up with everything. So we created this dashboard content combo. And we have content that we can just put right in, and that kind of helps. The other thing is, it's your group is your most important thing, because the people who really, people kind of commit to you when they say that they're going to join your group. And when you show up in your group 1,000 times or 1,000-fold over just showing up on your profile, when you show up in your group for these people, that is when the magical know, like, and trust really starts to happen, so that when you start putting other things out there that can really help people, those are the people who are most likely going to purchase what you have to offer. Kimberly is asking, so when should we use a photo on us of me? I think she means when should we use her personal photo rather than products or gotcha.
Probably. In your profile image, but you can do both. You can have a picture that's staged similar to what's on the screen, with maybe you holding your product, not like Price is Right, but like something that's natural, or a behind the scenes type picture where if you're a maker, you're making that product. If you're a boutique, you're wearing something. So you can showcase yourself with your products in some cases. I was just looking this up for Jen. Jen, it's a Facebook cover. If you just type it into the search bar, it will come up in a template. All right. And someone had a question earlier about to show how you edit this button. So basically, I'm on my page, and so once you set it, it looks different if you haven't ever set it. But once you set it, you can go back and edit the button. Oops, did I hit that? And then it gives you all of these options. So I do business with restaurants. So I have one that has a start order because he has an online order taking system that we've integrated with. Get quote, book now, follow, view gift card, call us, contact us, send message, send a WhatsApp message, send email, learn more, sign up, use app, play game, visit group, watch video, or view shop. All right. So be strategic when you are thinking about what is the most important action that you'd like someone to do here. And you have plenty of options here. You do basically click it, choose your whatever it is, and then it'll give you the next step of how to fill it in. It's pretty easy. Gotcha. Anita is asking, so that is your personal profile, professional profile. Do you have a separate profile sharing pics of your kids, etc., with friends? Yes, that is my personal profile. And it's a choice that you have to make. And the research and the things that we know is that it's virtually impossible. I mean, the idea of a personal profile on a public platform is kind of a misnomer anyway. And this is just the way I choose to do business, because I started in network marketing. I attracted thousands of people to me using my personal profile and, sharing my lifestyle. And it was very effective for me in what I was doing as a fitness influencer. So yes, Julie is showing my personal profile. She's now showing her personal profile. So you'll see, and it's a mix of business and personal. I said earlier that I tried to make one that was just business, but it is virtually impossible. Like if you just even look, it's named Julie Herndon Socially Inclined because I was trying to only have business, and it will not work. So it's not possible. So you can, well, it would be possible if you just wouldn't accept the friends that are going to try to be friends with you, or, accept their friendship. And again, you have to decide if it's someone that's your target market or not. And Facebook doesn't want you to use your profile strictly for business. You can mix business in, but it is supposed to be personal, and it can be shut down if it's strictly for business. Well, and the other thing,
So Julie probably just terrified some people the way she just said that, but it can be shut down if you do things like directly, like if I went right here where Julie's showing and I made a photo and I put a ad photo that we made for your social plan. And I said, your social plan is awesome. It's your done for you content solution. Go buy it now. Here's the link to buy. That's the kind of behavior that gets you shut down. Fortunately, that's also the kind of post that people don't like, which is why I don't use my business page and that's why reach is so low on your business page, is because you have to think about why people are on social media to begin with. They are not on social media to see a bunch of ads to be sold. They're on social media to escape. They're on social media to learn something. They're on social media to feel inspired, which, Leslie, you're 100% right. I believe that you are in the business that I started in. You are selling yourself. And that applies whether you are in direct sales, the way I started and the way you are now, Leslie, or if you have a restaurant business, you're selling yourself. More people are going to come to your restaurant if they like you. More people will come to your restaurant too if you put information out there about it. But that's why I use my personal profile, and that's why I've had tremendous success, because I don't sell on it. I put myself out there. I put great inspirational content out there. I lead people through journeys and through my lifestyle. And there's a lot more to you when you start adding in that mix. Now you see this is a shared post, and that is a direct sales post, but that's why you have your business page, so that you can make these sales posts. And occasionally, I'm talking like once every 2 weeks, I will come in and I will share something that is promotional in nature. And if all of this sounds like, oh gosh, I don't know how you do all that. 6 years, guys. 6 years, and I've been working with this girl down here. So it's a journey. Never compare your chapter to someone else's chapter. You will get there if you just keep showing up. Definitely if you keep showing up to these trainings and learning and getting better. But there's definitely a nice little formula and balance that doing your business stuff on your personal profile can provide.
And because this is the last one in this series, we're touching on all of those other things. So if this is your first time here, this seems probably a lot overwhelming, because we've already covered, we've got people on here that are asking questions about previous or whatever. So again, if you can go back and watch the other ones, they will really help you define that journey that you're wanting people to lead them down. It's not as hard as it looks here at all. So at all. And again, the mix in your profile, a mix of business and pleasure. Hold on, let's see where we are
Jen,
now.
yeah, we've got a lot of people talking. We love it. Just be patient with us. So Jen, she has both personal page and business page. My personal has almost 5,000 friends. I think you can only have 5,000 friends. So you're about to cap out there.
You need to try to encourage followers now, for people to follow you. And again, it sounds terrible, but if there are people that are really not friends and not going to buy from you, a lot of the tactics with network marketing, direct marketing, are to friend everyone. But at some point, if you realize they're not going to be your target market, start culling them. Just don't let them know. They won't know. But again, because when you're putting out, engagement is what you're trying to accomplish with any post. You want likes, comments, and shares.
Yes. And Jen, the short answer is you're going to use both. So guys, this is the training about the Facebook page optimization. If this is your first day on this training, you have missed 4 other trainings of this one complete. So I'm going to just encourage you one more time. We are not making any money off of these right now. We're just covering our costs. They are $2 of training, sociallyinclined.com/take action. You can get all 50 of them. And Jen, that might help you go back and kind of complete your circle of questions there, but you're going to want to use both. But what we've kind of done over the last 5-6 hours that we've talked about this topic is showed you how to use your time and focus your time so that it's a complete funnel and so that it makes sense for you and where you are in your business. Yes, you want to link your Insta business account to your Facebook business account. I have never seen any reason that is not an appropriate thing to do.
Correct.
Savita says she needs to take some more photos. If you've got a good phone, use your phone. Mm-hmm. Good lighting, use your phone.
Your phone is the best camera there is now. Just because every iteration, the phone gets better. The camera gets better on the phone.
Oh, Savita, I love it when she's here because she just makes me laugh. You better preach, Jess. I'm not preaching. I'm just passionate because I knew nothing about this when I started, and I wasted so many hours. When I started my direct marketing business, I was able to work 40, 50, sometimes I would work 60 hours a week and get nowhere except for a whole bunch of people who blocked and unfriended me. So I'm just passionate, not preaching.
Yeah. And I hate to keep saying that if you miss the other ones, like this is the reason it's at the top is because all this other stuff is so important. So,
yeah. Did you share Deanna or Deanna? Sorry, I'm trying to get back. She wants to know where to get these replays. sociallyinclined.com/take action. Julie's about to drop the link again. Okay. For real, guys, they're $2 a replay right now. And we're going to sell each of these trainings for $30 a piece down the road. But right now, because we're still in the creation phase, we're keeping them there also for everyone who's coming off of a tough 2020, the way we did. Julie and I had a conversation, and we're just going to keep these at cost until we decide that we can't keep them at cost anymore.
Right. So. And again, there'll be 50 of them this year, and they're all like this. Again, they're meant to be something you can do as soon as you get off this either replay or call and go put it into action. So, and you'll have the resource too. Jessica dropped it at the beginning. If you joined us late, it's at the beginning and we can drop that
Here,
again.
I'll drop it right now.
Okay.
Jen is asking something I was trying to read. Ask them to follow my biz page or said to have them follow me. Oh, Jen. So it's about your funnel. What do you want people to do next? What, I've already kind of forgotten.
I say it was both. The answer is both, because you want to meet people where they are. So if they are coming to your Facebook profile, you want them to follow you too. Because at some point, if you kick them off being a friend, they'll still follow you. That's so terrible to say that, but
I would like to just say, Jen, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Savita. She said, Julie, can you 2X them? LOL.
Yes, you can too. I will go back and actually make sure that they're all 2Xable. It's a setting, and sometimes I forget to set it. So, Savita, if you run into one that's not 2Xable, you call me. And so what we're talking about is Jessica and I have a huge difference in this. When I upload these for you to be able to watch the replays, whether it's office hours or this or any training we have, I set it so where you can watch it 2X, which means it's in double speed. Because that's how I love to watch training, because time is money. Gosh, we don't have enough time. So if it's an hour training and I can watch it in 30 minutes and, take some quick notes, it's perfect. Jessica is not there with that.
No, because all I'm going to do is waste 30 minutes trying to figure out what. I do not watch things on 2X. So, and I also don't multitask. Julie will try to do 11 things at one time. And I am not that way.
Not finished because I have to multitask in a lot of ways. So, all right. Yes. Let's see. All right. So let's get, okay. So again, And we'll recap these really quickly at the end, because so that you can get it reined back in the point of today's show, because again, we have been kind of all over the place with the whole Facebook focus. So, but again, optimizing your page, because people will find you there. All right. So you can also have a pinned post. And you can have this, let me get back to the page. We don't have one pinned currently. But like in our group, I can pull up our group to show that. Again, we don't have one pinned on our page because we're in deconstruct mode of the page. We're tearing it down to rebuild it. Same as we did with the group. We talked about that a lot as well. If you have a Facebook group and it's not getting engagement, it is possible to revive it. So this is our group, and this is a pinned post. It stays at the top. It is the most important thing you want people to see when they get there. So pretend this is a page. It works the same exact way. So your message will be different on your page, but it's basically, if you have a freebie, again, you can highlight that freebie. If you want them to message you for a free consult or whatever, you can create a pinned post with that might be message me for my 5 top ways to whatever. Again, it doesn't have to be a linkable freebie. You can direct them to private message you. So there's so many ways to accomplish this, but literally a pinned post is an amazing opportunity to get people to see your offer with a clear call to action. Services. I have so many windows open. Let me see if I can get back to the incognito window. Oh, well.
This is going to be our longest take action ever.
We probably need a wrap up session for this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Services. So your services are typically under your about. Something else that that isn't a part of our social in 60 is like the specifics of like 1, 2, 3, create this page, because there are so many options. But so like we have products here, which is the same as services. List out what you do. And there's a specific tab as well that's not showing here.
Yeah, and it's not showing because of the template that we are using. But if you have the services, as we've mentioned here, just remember that you're not going to be able to send people directly to your sales page if you have a sales page.
Right. And again, the setting your tabs up will be depend on what niche you're in. So like if you're like, obviously you don't need services if you're not a service-based business. So that's why it's set that way. So.
Well, also Facebook won't let you sell digital products directly from your Facebook page. So that's why we don't have services. We offer plenty of services, but they're all digital. So
yeah, they didn't know we did have, where did it go? Sorry, people. I finally turned it off the other day because I was breaking Facebook terms. I knew the whole time I just figured it would get turned off on its own, but I had to physically go turn off our shop because when you sell digital products, it's not available. So I turned it off, but so that's where services can come into play there too. All right. So we're talking now about page tabs. Let me see if I can get back to it and edit it to show you without taking up too much time. Again, these are supposed to be 30-minute trainings so you can get a win. Where are my tabs? Edit tabs. All right, so it's under more, edit tabs, and you will see that you can turn these on and off. Okay, so there's services that I could turn on, and we should, but again, we're in the phase of tearing down this page so that we can rebuild it, and we will record as we're rebuilding it as well. So, and there's the shop that I had to physically turn off because we had products that were still in it. So come to this section to find out what is pertinent to your business and turn them on and fill them out completely so that it is, again, the point of this is to act like a mini web page, a hub to push people to. And you can even have lives. Like if you're video based, it can look like a mini YouTube. It's pretty awesome. So And that'll be a topic in the future too, lives and video. So stay tuned. All right, what else? All right, so there's notes as well. And again, you can post blog articles, longer posts, anything that people, when they have engaged with you long enough and they're really into it, this is a sort of a hidden area that they can find for you. I just touched on the video playlists. Again, you would turn on that section for live, and it will create the video section. Well, live or video, you have the two options. All right, so let's see. And then, and it is
Featured.
very much, yep. Well, the video, I just want to say, is very much like YouTube, where you can actually group them by topic. So if you are a service person and you, let's say you're fitness and you have some workouts that will give people a taste of what you do, that would be amazing. If you're skincare and you have several tutorials, put a few there that will get people interested. The longer you can keep them on your page, the more you're building know, like, and trust, the more they are learning about you in general. All right. So, and then add a featured video. I know that we do not have that turned on ours, but let me see. Let me back it up. And while I'm here, I just want to say, so many people get so overwhelmed by all of the things that you can do in the settings. Because, like, if you come into page, I think someone asked this earlier, but whoops. Here's where you can change your categories. You can add a contact number, your WhatsApp number. So take a minute to go through and really dial in your page. Again, there's templates and tabs. If you're an event person, you can change your notification settings. Badges. We even have badges now for pages for your top fan. So if you wanted to do this, we will bring this back when we bring our page back up. We are doing that in our group as well. So if you're not in our group, join our group and start getting active, because we're giving away stuff. Page roles. So this is where you add other admins. You can connect your groups. I'm just going to kind of go over these really quick. Connect other groups that are attached to the page. All right, so here I will show this really quick. So I forgot who it was. Gordon, maybe somebody, Martin Gordon, somebody that did the same thing that we did, basically to get rid of followers that you no longer want. And ours were back from 2017. So basically you just have to scroll. I'm not going to do it, but you can come through and you just check whoever you want to remove from the page likes. And, oh, well, did I not hit it? Remove from page likes or ban from page. I'm just removing from page likes. But again, the reason for doing this is for reach. The people that want to see your content are the ones you want to keep. The people that might purchase from you. All right. And again, there's tons of these. So, one big thing I just do want to say, connecting your Instagram account to your page, about 2/3 of the way down in your page settings, do make sure that your Instagram account is connected here.
And Jen, I think you can connect them even if you're a creator. I was not aware that those two, because even if you're a creator, it's still
I'm pretty sure it has to be just business.
Yeah.
Yep. Because of the dash, all third parties. I have to instruct people to do this all the time because of the dashboard. It's only business page here. If it's a profile or personal, it links to your personal profile. So creator just doesn't show up. The last that I tested this, which was probably about a month ago.
Well, she's creator because she wants music on her reels. So I guess you'll just have to make a decision about that.
Right. There are same pros and cons. There's people that want to, when they post a story to their Instagram, they have it as a business and they want to post it to their personal. not possible. You either have to choose personal Instagram to personal profile for that to happen. So, but it will, if you have this set up, it will post the story to your business Facebook page.
Yep.
So again, there's a lot of give and take when it comes to how you set up between the two.
Awesome.
And cross posting is one other place to talk about. You can add a page where your stuff gets cross posted, and we may do a take action on that later, but I did want to mention it since we're at the bottom here.
Perfect. And Savita, I think that that's going to be up to you. As to, she wants to know, if I go live giving financial tips, starting a Let's Talk About It Tuesday series, should I do it from my personal page or my Financially Fit and Savvy group?
I say alternate.
Yeah, alternate and then share. It depends. What is the purpose? If the purpose of Let's Talk About It Tuesday is to get people in your group, then obviously you're going to want to do it on your profile. And then, have a CTA that gets people in your group. And then modify it a little bit to share that stuff in your group as well. So, all right. I think we need to wrap up.
I know. All right. So sorry.
This 20-minute training has...
yeah. It was originally 20, and then we went to 30. And then now
and we haven't had one stay under 30 yet. So
no. All right. Let's just make sure. So Jessica dropped this. Basically, it will help you just to make sure these things are dialed in. All right. So the most important things: your profile image, your cover image, your story that people see, that it tells exactly what you do. You want them to know immediately. This is a mini website. And in a website, you always have a call to action button. Every website you go, you'll see at the top with what to do next. All right. Same here. The button. I would almost say the button is like equally important. And then the rest of the stuff, work through it as you can and get it dialed in. So again, do this week. So that way it is done and working for you. You can always come back. The way to get the cover image done, the easiest way to do that is to either go to Canva and put that in, or we do have a Facebook facelift, and you can choose a page, a profile, or whatever. So if you are not socially inclined, we can help you with that. So, and same with the audit and a makeover. So the audit gets we tell you what to do. The makeover, we do it for you.
Yep. If you're just overwhelmed or you don't have the time or whatever, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Because lots of times you're working in your business instead of on your business. So if you need someone working on your business, we can help. So, and hopefully some of these things will get you dialed in more customers so that you can spend more time working on your business.
Perfect.
All right. So thank y'all again. The link, if you want to get the replay, I'll drop it one more time and then we will let y'all go. Come to the group if you have any other questions, because we can answer there. And I was trying to see, someone else was typing. Yes, thank you for everybody that joined us live. Again, please don't be scared, because this training was longer and we covered the whole Facebook focus because, again, optimize your page. All right, Deanna, you need to message me so that we can get your networks connected. I need to make sure that you got that link, your invite. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.
Yes, let's stop the recording.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.